Hi, my name is Xiang. I've been with Porsche since 2019, first as an intern in Stuttgart-Zuffenhausen with Porsche AG, and that was in the field of production. And right now I'm with Porsche Asia Pacific, working on e-mobility here in Singapore. Well, I feel the Taycan is number one, a really beautiful car. It combines a lot of futuristic design elements with a lot of Porsche traditional design cues like the flat bonnet and the high fenders. So even though it's an electric car, it's still unmistakably a Porsche. I've also had the privilege of driving several Taycan variants, the rear-wheel drive, the 4S and the Turbo, and also several of our competitor vehicles on the market today. To say that the Taycan is the best driving BEV on the market today, you have very good steering, you have really good brake feel, which is rare in an electric vehicle, and of course the low seating position reminds you a lot of the 911. Well, this livery behind me is actually inspired by the iconic Shell Porsche 962C. That was actually the vehicle that won the inaugural German domestic Group C championship in 1987. And the reason we've brought back this iconic livery is because we are commemorating the imminent launch of the Shell Porsche high-performance charging corridor that stretches between Singapore and Penang. This network will include 6 Shell stations along the North-South Highway with 12 charging points in total, allowing our customers to drive even longer distances with their electric vehicles. Well, Shell has a really strong presence here in the Asia-Pacific region, and we wanted to leverage their strong retail network in order to optimize the locations of the charging stations along the North-South Highway. And of course, we're prioritizing accessibility for our customers and also ensuring that these charging stations fit into their journey and into their route. Pioneering spirit is a key tenet of the Porsche brand. I think one oft-cited quote from Ferry Porsche is, of course, "In the beginning I couldn't find a sports car of my dreams, so I decided to build it myself." We see this spirit carried through in the Porsche Taycan, which is our vision of an uncompromised sports car, which is fully electric, zero emissions, and unmistakably a Porsche. We see customers in the region taking well to our electrified offerings, with a record 53% of all sales in the Porsche Asia Pacific region being either a fully electric vehicle or a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle in Q3 of this year. By investing in high-performance charging networks like the one we're doing with Shell, we can make sure that when customers do make the switch to electric, they can make these long intercity journeys with ease. The Porsche Taycan, I think, is already sufficiently differentiated from other BEVs available on the market today. It drives like no other BEV available, and Singapore also seems to agree because it won Car of the Year in 2020. Personally, I think straight-line performance is no longer a key differentiator as we move towards more and more electric vehicles. The Taycan sets itself apart through its key traits such as emotionality, driving dynamics, and also its unique electrical architecture. It's the first production vehicle in the world with an 800-volt architecture on board, which then gives it benefits in terms of charging times, performance, and also efficiency. When it comes to charging electric vehicles, we have 3 main use cases. Home charging will be the predominant way a customer can recharge their vehicle, with destination charging coming in next, where a customer can charge wherever they visit, for example, hotels, restaurants, malls, yacht clubs, etc., etc. Highway charging is then the last piece of the puzzle, where we enable long-distance intercity travel between major city pairs such as Singapore and KL using electric vehicles. And with this collaboration with Shell, we are making sure that Singaporeans and Malaysians alike can travel long distances with their electric vehicle up and down the Malaysian peninsula. Oh, absolutely. I think anyone who's driven an electric vehicle can tell you that the electric drivetrain is very quiet, it's very smooth, and overall it's a very relaxing place for both the driver and the passengers to be in. In fact, the Taycan rear-wheel drive with the Performance Battery Plus can make the entire 350-kilometer journey from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur in a single charge. Definitely. I think Malaysia is the first step for us. And after the implementation of the Singapore to Penang route, we are looking to expand the network across the border into Thailand by 2023. EV owners will soon be able to take long road trips up the Malaysian peninsula and across the border into Thailand in the very near future.